Hey everyone, it's Trisha, and I think it's around 4, it's 4:03, I think. Hey everyone, I am here. I am here just like I promised I would be. And I'm going to be doing Grey Wolf Speaks, Animal Astrology of the Week for, let me grab my thing, for the week of December 17th to the 24th. I would appreciate it if you would like this video, love it, share it out, tag your friends. My hair's sticking up just a little bit. I had to wet it down because it tends to stick up no matter what I do. But anyways, you're not here for my hair. I always play with my hair, and someone had made a comment about that. Okay, so here I am. And oh, there's like a little fly around here. Okay, so let's start with the main card. Okay, so make sure that you follow me on my socials, follow me on my Instagram, go to at Trisha Condo, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like my videos, comment on them, and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's start with our main card. Tell me where you are, where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can say hi to you and let me know where you're reaching out from, right where you are. I'm in Eastern Quebec. It's dark now. It's been kind of windy all day. It's been super windy. Okay, let's start. So we're going to go with the main card, then we're going to go with the astrological signs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull an animal card and it will relate to your astrological sign. Hi, Noreen from Ontario. Right on. It's quite windy right now. Okay. Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie. Okay, what is the card for the week? I feel like it wants to be on top. Ooh, whale song. Oh, nice. First timer. Okay, whale song. So whale song is all about hearing. So hearing and really listening to things that really are good to hear, because whales are in water, and water is all about intuition. That is pretty much what it is, intuition. And that is pretty much what it is. Whale song is like things are really, you align with them, you know what I mean? That is pretty much what it is. So that is our main card. I'm going to put it down here if you could see it. Oh, I am so clumsy. Ever since I've turned a certain age, I am super clumsy. Okay, let me see. Ugh. There we go. Okay, I just had my thing of all, and it just flipped off. Okay, so let's go to the first card, which is Aries. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here so it doesn't fall down either. Let's go to Aries. Aries. So if you want to know which astrological sign you are, you probably know. Go to astro.com. No, these are not readings. These are general. Okay. You can go to my website, which is trishacondo.com. Okay. So let's go to Aries. Okay. So either you have the sun sign, this is the sun sign, or the rising, or the moon sign. Okay. Go to Aries. Aries. Ooh, this is Aries. Aries. I have the fox and it's reversed. So I feel like you're going to notice this coming week. People are not really, are kind of dodgy. They're kind of like, should I trust you? There's a lot of cautiousness coming up, Aries, this coming week, okay? You're going to feel like, and it's almost like you're being shoved around too. There's like different layers to that. It feels like you're going to be shoved around, and it's almost like you have to spring to step. Like you're going to be like caught off guard. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Let's go to Taurus. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Taurus. I'm feeling it right here. Taurus. I feel like for Taurus, there is the flamingo spirit. And it's reverse. So Taurus, you're going to feel like you're having a hard, since we're going to 2022, you're going to feel like you're hanging on to the old you, the old ways. And it's almost like you're having almost like a temper tantrum, if you want to call it. And I can feel this within me. There's some things I don't want to change because Taurus, they do not like change. They're slow at change and they will fight and fight and fight. And I feel like instead of fighting it, you gotta let go of things. Okay. Sorry, my hair is sticking up. You gotta let go of things. Okay. So Gemini. Speaking of things fighting with me, there's a fly. I don't know how a fly got in here. Okay. Gemini. Let's go to Gemini. 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 I have a Gemini moon, so this is going to really resonate with me. Okay. I feel like it's like in between here. Gemini. No, I feel like it's right here. I'm getting in my head. Okay, Gemini. I feel like Gemini. Ooh, Gemini. You know, the full moon in Gemini is coming this Sunday. In Gemini, oof, I feel like what you say this coming week is going to feel very unique. And I feel like what you say is important. Okay. Don't try to fit in with everybody else because it's really not going to, if it doesn't resonate with you, if it's not aligned, don't go with it. Okay. Because I know Geminis tend to be overthinkers. I know I'm an overthinker too. So I feel like this coming week is you saying, this is what I believe and what I think, and you know, it's important. I feel like you need to say things this coming week. Okay. All right. Let's go to Cancer. Cancer. I'm going to go really quick with this. Cancer. I feel it like in between here. Cancer. So Cancers, you're going to feel really close to the creator. I feel like what you say is going to be heard by the creator. Okay. And it's really going to resonate and you're going to notice you're going to manifest a lot of things. Okay. Leo. Let's go to Leo. Leo. Ooh, Leo. I feel like you're going to feel like annoyed this coming week. You're going to feel really annoyed this coming week. Okay. That's how you're going to feel. Cancers, I feel like you're going to feel really, really annoyed, like super annoyed. Okay. Like people are bothering you or they're in your space too much. I feel like I have to scratch it off because I tend to float away. I feel like you're going to feel that way. And it's almost like you might be also a little too aggressive in what you want. And you're just in people's faces a little too much. Okay. And that might not resonate with some people. Okay. Let's go to Leo. Leo. Let's go to Leo. Leo. So how do you guys like this? How do you like me doing this every week? Do you love it? Let me know in the chat. Let's go to Leo. Oh, that one popped out. Oh, Leos, this coming week, you're going to feel very peaceful because a lot of things are going to really resonate with you. I feel like this is a time for just a lot of peace. You're going to feel at ease and everything is going to flow really well, which is good. Going to really flow really well. Okay. Let's go to Virgo. 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 Okay. Virgo. Okay. Virgos. I get the sense that you're going to feel really at home. I feel like you're going to be really good with yourself. I feel like you're going to feel cozy at home. You're going to want to be at home because I know people are going to be on vacation this coming week. So you're going to be at home a lot. Maybe you're working from home, but I feel like you're going to be very comfortable around your home, being around your home, in your home, working from home. I feel like that is going to be really good for you. Okay. And putting your boundaries. I feel like boundaries are going to be a big thing too. Okay, let's go to Libra. Okay. Libra. 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 Okay, Libra. I feel it on top. Okay, Libras. Libras like to get along with everybody. Okay. Libras like to get along with everybody. And Libras, I feel like you're going to be quite sensitive this coming week. Very sensitive. And people who are, it might come across as insensitive or just in your face. I feel like you're going to get annoyed. Okay. Because it's just like, oh, that doesn't really ring with me. And you're going to feel that way. Okay. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpios like to be at home. And I feel like there's going to be things you're going to do is like decluttering, letting go of things, letting go of the old you, because I know 2022 is coming up. So I feel like Scorpios, you're going to get ready to get rid of stuff. That's what I get the sense of. And that's what I feel like. You're going to get rid of stuff. Declutter, letting go of things. I feel like that is going to be a big thing for you this coming week. Okay? Okay, let's go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's go to Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, I get the sense with you is you're getting really impatient this week. Sagittarius like to do things that like to be social, okay? Because full moon is really going to amplify being social, okay? And I know there's some restrictions everywhere, you know, where you are in the world, there's starting to be restrictions. And you're like, no, let's just do it now. Like, I want to get this done. And I feel like you want to push it and it's not going to allow you to do that, okay? Sorry, Sagittarius. That's the way it goes this coming week. Capricorn. Let's go to Capricorn. Capricorn. I'm feeling it right here. Capricorn. Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. Okay, Capricorns. Capricorns are very generous. I know because one of my friends is a Capricorn. And sometimes you're overly generous and you overgive. And that really depletes you and you turn out to be a very angry lion. And I feel like boundaries are going to be really big for you, Capricorn. Okay. There comes my dog. He just pushed his head through the. Do you hear him? Okay. Aquarius. Do you hear him? It's my older dog. Okay, Aquarius. Let's go to you. Aquarius. I love it when he's around. Aquarius. So Aquarius, you have the turkey spirit. Okay. Ooh. So I feel like you were. Do you hear that? There's snoring. Do you hear the snoring? I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like you, Aquarius, is. I feel like you need to be in the state of gratitude and say, I feel like you're going to be really in a state of manifesting. I feel like you have to return back to what you're grateful for and go back to your journals and writing, I am this, I am that. I feel like, because I know Aquarius likes to be in the future a little too far ahead. I feel like that is what you're like, Aquarius, is you want to know right now and how is this going to manifest. But I feel like you gotta write down things that you're grateful for, and I feel like doing it in the present tense is really going to help you. Okay. And I feel like sometimes overgiving is what you tend to do, and you got to watch out for that this coming week. Okay. Do you hear the snoring? So sorry. Okay. Pisces. Let's go to Pisces. The last one. Do you hear the snoring? I'm so sorry. Maybe you don't. Okay, let's go to Aquarius. Now I hear it. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. This is a lot of interesting things. I feel like you are almost like procrastinating on reinventing yourself. Okay. Pisces, you're very sensitive like the bat. You know a lot of things. You could feel the environment and you like to wind down. And that's what the bat in reverse is telling me is sometimes you got to go within and regenerate. And it's okay to be in the dark, shut off, tell company this coming week is, hey, it's too much. It's too much energy, too much overload. It's empathy overload. I'm not feeling great. And it's okay to say that because you are very sensitive, Pisces. I know because I know a bunch of Pisces and I can be a little much for, for a Pisces because you tend to want to wrap everybody in your own energy. And I feel like you're like, no, you need to swat people around with your bat wings and say, no, not today, not today. Okay. And this is going to really resonate with you, Pisces. Okay. Okay. So thank you for staying towards the end. So I really want to put my thing on because it's just driving me crazy. Okay. So now I know some of you are still on, some of you are not. That's okay. I'm going to close the door. Just give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. So an update on my psychic activation bundle. I have at least 85 women. Let me see, because I just checked it a while ago. I do have 85 women, or is it 88? I'm not sure. I know there's 11 spots left. There's 11 spots left. You do the math. Let me do the math right here. 89. There's 89 women in the psychic activation bundle. There's about 57, 58 women in the Facebook community right now. Okay. There's at least that many in the Facebook community. So if you are interested and you want to know more, okay. And so, like I said, there are bonuses in there. There is the Facebook community. Just later on, we're going to be doing some practice and exchange readings. So we're going to do that later on. So if you're interested in that, okay, that is included with that. That doesn't mean it's a, how do you say it? There's a word I want to say, but I got distracted by the snoring. Anyways, so we have a lot of women in the Facebook group and it's a very safe community. I wanted it that way. And so there's a lot of bonuses. Make sure that you go to my website, which is, you can pre-order here. And I'm working on the psychic workbook. I'm going to be finished it next week. And also I have, give me a second. I'm just going to put this in. There. There we go. So like I said, there is form bonuses. So it's all about really tapping into your abilities. So if you are new and maybe you've been here doing this a little bit and you're like struggling and you want more confidence, you want to save time, and you don't want to go through this for many years and years. Oh, here it is. Okay. Just give me a second. And you feel a little cut off. Okay. You feel alone. So it is a safe Facebook community to share and connect. You'll gain confidence as a new psychic. Okay. You'll have fun reading others And you'll also be tracking your oracle card journey in there. And it's going to be, you'll be growing your gifts by getting more interested clients to come to you. You'll save time and hassle protecting your energy, and you'll stay consistent with your readings. So I'm going to come over here. There's a mini video training. So there's 2 of them where I show you the techniques, the housekeeping, you know, how to keep your energies to yourself, where you're not being inundated by everybody's, you know, psychic debris. You also have a Psychic Powers Assessment PDF. You also have Awakened 3Cs journal prompts. You also have cheat sheets on how to heal and remove any psychic blocks. So if you feel, you know, you're scared, I can help you with that. Also, you're going to get a reading calendar for 2022 and 2023 to keep track of your oracle card patterns and see your progression. Also, you're going to get pre-recorded indigenous audio meditations, channeling the medicine wheel teachings, and guidance on how to awaken your visions, hear spirit, and feel the energy of your psychic readings. And also you get 4 bonuses. So the first one is a Facebook community where you can safely practice with other psychics like you. The second one is you're going to get the professional psychic script. So all the questions you're wondering, how to word certain things, like what questions do I ask? You know, what are the daily questions you ask, Trisha? What are the questions you ask during the reading, which are really successful? Okay. Third one is the 7 indigenous mirrors. So that means what areas need to be healed, what needs to be cleaned, you know. The fourth bonus is a mini group Grey Wolf readings, which I'm going to do before the New Year's, okay? And you also get lifetime access to this bundle, which is priceless. So I have at least 80, what did I say it was? It was 89 women in there. 89 women, and I only have 11 spots left. 11. And once they're gone, all the bonuses will go away. They'll go as upsell, and the price will be raised to $99. So if you're waiting till the last minute, you know, once it gets to 0, then you're going to be, oh my God, I should have went for the $30. Remember, it is just $30. Just $30. That's all it is. So yeah, I I had a really interesting day. I had to have a nap this afternoon because I was working on the workbook, and my dog has been waking me up at 2:30 in the morning. Troy has been making snoring really loud till midnight, so my 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 energy is a little off because I'm sleeping on the couch because there's too much snoring. And anyways, I don't want to bore you with the details, but anyways, so there is the link. You can copy and paste, okay? And I can't wait to see you on the inside. Really can't wait to see you on the inside. So if you have any comments or questions, put them in the chat below, okay? And there is the link. Hey, Lori, there is the link. I've got to go. So if you have any comments or questions, don't wait till the last minute, because once they're gone, and it raises to $99. So remember, put the comments or questions in there, and I will be happy to answer them. Okay. All right. So if there's no more comments or questions, I'm going to go. So everyone have a great night and a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Avnamotas.